Awesome. Hey, Janice, how are you doing? How is it going?
Yeah, good. Thank you. Yeah, really good. Very excited.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much for hopping on this call with me, to share a little bit about yourself and your experience so far in LLMP. But yeah, maybe you can give a little intro so people know, get to know you a bit better too.
Yeah, that's great. So I'm from the UK. I'm a single mom, two children, and I've been working in marketing in the corporate
Mm.
world really for quite a while. And then I joined LMMP about a year ago, and I was really
Mhm.
excited about crypto, and I wanted to look at that area really. So I
Yeah.
joined your group and started training from there really.
Yeah, yeah, awesome. Yeah, time really goes fast, right? That we know each other already for some time, so a year. Super cool. Yeah. And can you maybe describe a little bit like you were working in marketing, right? Corporate, like you said. What do you feel like were your biggest struggles before starting the program?
Yeah, so working for a large corporate organization, you're siloed into just one area of marketing. So you're really good at one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of pressure. Um, Obviously, there's only 30 days holiday in the UK. You you have to be either at your desk or in meetings, and there's quite a lot of structure and restrictions. And having two children, often I'd have to put the children into morning clubs and after school clubs. And I was always rushing around, I suppose, really prioritizing work and not the children. So I really wanted to be able to be around more for the children whilst they're young,
Mm-hmm.
and but also use my skills to be able to do that in some way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's I think that was a really strong why, like you had the really good motivation to start, definitely. Yeah, for sure. And um do you remember what you thought about joining, first? Like what were your thoughts? Like were you scared or like what did you think of before joining us?
Well, because like I just said, I was so busy. I was
Yeah.
incredibly busy. So I'd be dropping the girls off first thing in the morning before school so that I could start the hours. And then being a single mum, all my money was being spent on morning clubs and after school clubs, so childcare. And then
Yeah.
I'd be really tired at the end of the day. So looking after the children, cooking for them, putting them to bed. By 8 o'clock, I was so
Mm-hmm.
tired. So I didn't think I had the time or the effort, but also not an awful lot of money because it was all spent elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But I really, really wanted this kind of lifestyle. So
Yeah.
I think I had the conversation with you to say, look, it's an awful lot of money, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to give it a try. So I wasn't necessarily, I suppose I wasn't anxious about learning new
Mm-hmm.
things. It was just really finding the time and the money to invest in myself.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, totally. Yeah, no, that makes sense. And how did you manage it in the end with the time management, let's say? What do you think?
Uh, so one of the benefits I think of being a single mom is they spend time with their father. So when they did go
Mm,
away, instead of having time with my friends, I literally just
yeah,
kind of shut everything off and I would study and learn. So like an hour twice a week or three times a week. I would do that when the children were in bed, but also when
yeah.
they were away doing sports clubs or with their
Hmm.
dad, I would then just work the whole time trying to get the course
Yeah,
done.
yeah, yeah. And I remember, you're very active in the community, always trying to show up to the calls. So like you definitely put in the time, let's say, to work on it. So that's definitely
Yeah,
great. Yeah.
and some of
And, mhm.
yeah,
Go
as well
for
as the some of the time difference actually.
it.
So
Hmm.
was good because it might be I don't know, like a 5 a.m. call for you, but it was like a
Yeah.
10 p.m. call for me. So I used to sit there. There was a couple of actually, I remember we used to sit there in the dark and you just see the
Yeah.
screen glare and we'd have our headphones in
Mm.
because we 10 o'clock at night, you didn't want anybody to hear, but we were still turning up for your calls. So I
Yeah.
think you're right. The importance is showing up regardless
Mm-hmm.
of what's going on, which is tricky.
100%, 100%. Yeah, totally, totally. And I guess as well, what's interesting about your story is, it has been a year, right? So a lot of things has happened. So we first started in the niche of crypto, right? And you had clients in there, you had successes in there. Then kind of a lot of
Yeah,
things
yeah.
happened. Kind of we're like, where's Janice? What happened? And then you came back
Mhm.
stronger than ever. Yeah, how was that for you? That like I get the
Yeah.
process of
So
building a business.
yeah, so I was really passionate, as you know, about crypto, really
Yeah,
passionate
yeah,
in investment, all of that. And like I say, I had clients in there, but then unfortunately, I mean, as we know, kind of crypto fell out, it, like
yeah,
literally lost lots of money. So it was quite a dark place for me, I think, really.
yeah,
But
yeah,
what I was able to do is because I've always worked in food, is I just realized actually I really do like food. I got a client in the food industry
yeah.
managing 50 social media pages.
Ooh.
And over the Christmas period as well, I was able to get my confidence back, I
Yeah.
think. And then because my confidence was back, I thought, well, actually, let me apply for another role or another client. So I
Mm-hmm.
got that work. And what I did was, rightly or wrongly, is because I was like, okay, let me just go for a few jobs all at the same time. I just went, oh, I applied for that, I applied for that, I applied for that. And I
Yeah,
got them all. So it was all of a sudden I went from like what I say low salary, like £1,000 sterling, um, to £5,000, which is about $6,500 in the first
yeah.
month. Um, and then it just scaled really quickly, like so fast,
Mm-hmm.
like it's unbelievable. So I think whilst it has been a year, I haven't been on the program a year. I kind of
Yeah,
went, did some work, and then literally came back probably March, April, probably April time really.
yeah,
And then, I mean, it was only May the other day, so within a month,
yeah,
I was able to hit some big numbers really quickly.
yeah, exactly. And I think that's such an inspiring thing that like it is okay to struggle or to pivot even, right? To pivot like a plan or niche or direction, as long as you don't give up. Then I think with the persistency you have now, that you're crushing it. But if you would have said no, never opening my laptop again, it's not for me, it's not working. I mean, imagine, right? You wouldn't have been sitting here today. So I think that's like a big inspiration and example that as long as you don't give up and you keep putting in the work, even if it takes a bit longer, that you can absolutely crush it like you. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really important. So everything that I learned whilst I was trying to go after the crypto business, it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't working specifically on crypto, it wasn't scaling.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the back of my mind, obviously, all this knowledge that you taught
Yeah,
me was here. So, and I, in the last month, I was able to, last month, 6 weeks, I was able to apply everything that you taught me. And it has just literally worked every single time. It's as though
yeah,
all of a sudden, like a light switch has gone on,
yeah, and
and
switch.
all of Jet's learning,
Yeah,
yeah, like a light switch,
yeah,
all of Jet's learning has just gone, ding, and then it just
yeah.
there's just so much work now.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, so that's the next thing. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about your wins, right? So you mentioned going from 1K month, now 5K, and now I know it already, but yeah, tell me what's coming up. Where are we heading, let's say?
Yeah, so the next month, so what I'm working, so fortunately or unfortunately,
Mhm.
it's like a bittersweet taste is because I'm growing so fast, I've had to recruit some people. And the really
Yeah.
nice thing is I'm being able to use people that are on your course. So people that
Hmm.
are just learning out, they're already earning money and they're
Yeah.
they're helping me to scale. So whilst I have hit the 5K, I'm having to pay 3 people already to do some work
Hmm.
for me. And then
Yeah.
next month, if I can keep these clients, which I'm sure I can,
Yeah.
it'll easily be 7.5K next month, and my
Yeah.
target is 10. So if I have a call on Tuesday this week, and if I get that client, I will be 10K next month. So
Yeah. I mean,
it's
that's amazing, Then
doubling my income.
yeah, like that's 10K in revenue, and like you said, you are now starting, then you're now very busy, right, with all these clients. So now you have the money. Now we want to create more time freedom, right? So that's true. Now you can scale towards an agency, and I mean, then the sky is the limit, because then you can have up your capacity in terms of the time you have, and of course keep scaling your income. So I think, the direction you're heading now and the numbers we're looking at, like now being at 5 6K, let's say US dollar, right, going towards 10K, and having soon more time freedom again, that's just like a huge accomplishment. So I would be, super super proud of you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, the numbers I was quoting is British pounds. So when you convert that
Yeah.
into American dollars, it's probably a little bit more with the exchange rate and everything else. But yeah, I mean, it's great. So whilst mine's more of an overall skill set because of my marketing background, what I'm able to do is the people that I'm recruiting through LLMP is so I've got somebody creating content and social media. I've got somebody who is doing graphic design, and then I've got somebody who's doing Shopify websites. So I think it's really good that these people are able to learn, but because I'm still of the mindset that I'm in growth mode, I'm happy to help these people who are still learning as well. So these people that have just joined your course are already making money. So I think it's quite nice, it's a nice little team.
It's a cool thing about the community, right? The benefit of the lifetime community, that we're starting out as newbies, right? But then in the end we help out the newbies, etc., learn from the others. So I think that's a perfect example. So I would say as well, anyone coming into the program, definitely connect with Janice, because you're very active. So always nice to hear everything you're up to as well.
Yeah, I'm not very active on the socials, on the Discord chat that you've got because I am so busy. So once hopefully I get some more people working with the team, then I might be able to, like, say, help other people. But there's always plenty of work. Need somebody to help me with email marketing as well, and then more graphic designers. There's so much marketing work out there, and the really interesting thing is, especially here in the UK, is people talk about a recession coming. There's not a lot of money around. People are struggling. People are going for food banks, and actually, there's so much work out there that if they did, just use the laptop, then they can earn other money.
100%. Then recession, inflation, all of that stuff happens, right? But at least when you have a freelancing business, you are in control of your earnings as well, because we can up our rates and obviously scale them further. So I think it's those things are always scary, of course, but at least you're more in control than in a regular job, right?
But you're in control of your destiny. You're not going to get somebody saying, "I'm really sorry, I'm making you redundant." So it's great. Really good.
Exactly. Cool. And let's say someone watching this right now, Janice, what would be your advice to them if they're thinking about joining or thinking about doing a similar path to you? What would you say to them?
So if they're about my age and they've got children, young children, I would say definitely do this job because I can work before the children get up. I can be totally fully present for the children and then take them to school, and everything's just lovely. So I would say if you're in my circumstances, you definitely do this. But also if people have taken your course and it maybe hasn't worked specifically for them, to say not give up, because I started on crypto and now I'm in food and packaging. So it's very different, but to not give up, because like I say, it is that light bulb moment that everything you've taught me has just worked perfectly, and just to persevere, and just if you're passionate about something, then just to go for that bit, if that makes sense. So find your niche. I'd say find your niche and really home in on it. Don't give up.
Thank you so much, Janice. Really appreciate it. And I'm sure we're gonna see lots more of wins from you as well. Don't forget to post them, right? And celebrate them with us. But I'm sure we're gonna see lots more.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much for your time as well and patience.